Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this monthly memorial service. We will begin this monthly memorial service with Seiza, or silent meditation. Sensei, onegaishimasu. As we begin our service quietly, we still our thoughts so that we shall be able to hear our voices within that sing the praises of Amida Buddha. Let us resolve to learn his teachings and try to become good Buddhists. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. For our gatha or song today, we will be doing Shinshu Shuka or Shinshu Anthem. For our sutra chanting today, we will be doing Junirai, which will be preceded by Sambujo. For the next part of our service, we will be doing the recitations of the Golden Chain and the 6 Paramitas. First, the Golden Chain. I am a link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. In gratitude, may I keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Next, the 6 Paramitas. 1. Giving or dana. I shall be kind and helpful to others. 2. Discipline or sila. I shall follow the precepts of the Buddha. 3. Patience or kasanti. I shall be patient and understanding. 4. Endeavor or virya. I shall do my best in all things. 5. Meditation or dhyana. I shall reflect on the teachings of the Buddha. 6. Wisdom or prajna. I shall seek the light of wisdom. Next, we will do our gatha, or second song, which will be May Peace Prevail. Now I will ask Izumi Sensei to please give his Dharma talk. Izumi Sensei, onegai shimasu.
May I ask you all to join me in Gassho? Please put your palms together in one. The ocean of birth and death, of painful existence, has no bound. Only by the ship of Amida's universal vow, can we, who have long been drowning, unfailingly be brought across it. Namamida, namada. Good morning. Welcome to the June monthly memorial service. This is another opportunity to think of a loved one. And at the same time, to listen to Buddha's compassion. The other day, I went to the post office to send 200 copies of my recent publication. Dharma, My Guiding Light, number 14, to Toronto. I was always grateful that the Toronto Buddhist Church support us. The box of 200 copies was quite heavy. When I was young, it was easy. I was able to carry it with even one hand. But this time, it was heavy, even while using two hands to carry it. My wife keeps saying, "Be careful. You are not young any longer." Listening to her voice behind my back, I carried it with two hands and walked about 50 meters away from the parking lot. Without incident, I was able to send it to Toronto. "See, you worry too much." In my mind, I thought I was still young. However, that next morning, I felt severe pain on my right shoulder and the left leg. I regretted what I have done. I had to be down in bed for 2 days while lying on the bed. I thought I remembered such an experience be careful. From one of my Buddhist books. It was an old story about a well-known poet named Hakurakuten in China. One day, he heard that there was a monk who was always meditating on the top of a tree. Out of curiosity, he went to travel to see the monk. Looking up the tree, he shouted, "You fool! Don't you know it is very dangerous? If you doze off, you would surely fall and die. Be careful." The monk asked him from above, "Hey, who are you bothering my meditation?" "My name is Hakurakuten." Hearing that, the monk again continued to meditate as if nothing had happened. Hakurakuten thought, "This guy is really a fool. He doesn't know who I am. Everyone knows my name." Then the monk opened his eyes and said, "My name is Chozu Zenshi. Chozu Zenji." Chozu means the one who dwells in the bird's nest. Zenji means a master of Zen Buddhism. This time, Hakurakuten was surprised because the monk was very well known in China. He said, "Sir, I think it is very dangerous to sit on the top of the tree. Please be careful. You might die, sir." The monk replied with wide open eyes, "You don't think you will also die? You should be careful. Death comes to us wherever we live. You think you are safe because you stand on the ground. But be careful. You know that there are thousand causes and conditions leading us to death. We must live this moment fully. Listening to what the Zen monk said, Hakurakten deeply bowed to the monk and left. Now, generally speaking, we do not like to think or talk about death. We say it makes us depressed or inactive. By saying this, we miss an important lesson through death. I have heard someone say, I don't like Buddhism because it always talks about death. But let's remember, there are two aspects in our life, living and dying. Only living our life is not completed. Whether we are healthy or ill, young or old, the death rate is always 100% guarantee for each of us. So we should enjoy this moment, we say. Thus, we continue to live and transmigrate in the life of delusion again and again. Therefore, be careful not to waste the precious life, which is our treasure because it will never repeat again. This is what the monk meant in the changing life. We should seek the eternal life, which is actually supporting and embracing us who live in this ever-changing life. So realizing in this way gives us a fulfilled life. The Buddha said, the brothers and sisters, husband and wife, cry over each other's death, each other's death. That death may occur in reverse order is a principle of impermanence. So seek unchanging truth. I remember the following poem about a woman who lost her child. She said, within this world of dreams and delusions, awaken we must to fragility of life. My child, now gone, in the truth, the teacher who shows me reality of life. It is said in Buddhism, knowing the life of impermanence is the beginning to seek nirvana, what we call the pure land of Amida, where nothing passes away. Yet we do not pay much attention, but continue to enjoy the world of the three poisons of greed, anger, and foolishness in this limited life. For those of us, the followers of Jodo Shinshu, founded by Shinra, it is important to be aware of the compassionate call of Amida Buddha. Personification of true and real. Working amid this life. Amida literally means immeasurable or infinite life. Amida, infinite or immeasurable life, moves in our measurable and finite world and becomes one with us. Amida is always working for us. He has been working and calling us by Namo Amida Butsu. Please come home as you are. Your true home of the pure land is ready for you. By listening and hearing the compassionate call right here and right now, we will truly be able to live this life meaningfully and fruitfully without regret. Shinran Shonin expressed his joy of peace in this way. What a joy it is that I place my mind on the soil of Amida's compassionate vow, as I let my thoughts float on the sea of the inconceivable realm. My life has now reached the fullness of its years. It is certain that I will go to the birth in the pure land before you. So, without fail, I will await there. Namah-Amitabha, Namah-Amitabha, Namah-Namah, Namah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sensei. We will conclude this monthly memorial service with our final song or gatha, which will be Ondok-san. Our life is filled with warmth in sharing life with others. It is a simple truth to learn, but a difficult practice to fully realize. In personal life, it means to act by placing ourselves in the position of another, and in community life, it means to give service with joy and gratitude for the betterment of all. The practice of making others happy is based upon the clear understanding of life, which is oneness. In deep gratitude, let us realize this oneness of all life, the heart of which is compassion. Namo Vidavats. Namo Vidavats. Namo Vidavats. That concludes our monthly memorial service, and we do have a couple of announcements. The BTSA board is working to reopen the temple, so please keep up to date by following our Facebook page and by also visiting our website. And also, the Hikari is coming out in July. The other announcement is a little bit of a fun one, actually. We're going to be doing a virtual picnic on June 21st, Father's Day, and email Dr. Roland D. Kuta for your bingo cards. That concludes announcements and this monthly memorial service. Have a good day.